Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Scott Peterson. Happy birthday to you. We missed his birthday. Was Sunday. Was Sunday. He's 30 years old.
He said what he wanted for his birthday, I think, was concrete and some chains.
And he said, I got that already. So hard to shop for. Don't need those children's clothes. Don't need the little Conner license plate for the back of the bicycle.
Oh. Well, the big news was Friday, right? Little audio here.
State of California versus Scott Peterson. We, the jury, in the above entitled cause, find the defendant, Scott Lee Peterson, guilty of the crime of murder of Laci Denise Peterson in violation of Penal Code Section 187A, as alleged in Count 1 of the information filed herein. Dated November 12th, year 2004, foreperson number 6.
Mr. Foreperson, is that unanimous verdict of the jury?
It gets boring from here, right? Pretty much.
That's pretty
much.
Is
there anything on this, Steve?
The verdict?
It's as they just read the first three charges, the murder, and that it's first-degree murder, and that he's found guilty of first-degree murder of Laci and second-degree of the child.
Who was crying in the background? One of his relatives or hers?
Peterson's mother.
The mothers always have to take it so hard.
It's kind of nice to see one of these end the right way.
Well,
I mean, these high-profile cases never.
You mean like
end.
OJ? OJ got off the hook.
All of them never end the right way.
Menendez brothers?
It's because we don't live in a racist country. How did OJ get off the hook? Jesus
Well, what
Christ,
happened with
trying
this
to figure
case?
that one out.
This case, it was like a hung jury for a while, right?
Yeah, the jury went to the judge a while back when they first started deliberating. Came back after a while and said, "We cannot reach a decision. We're deadlocked." There's a couple of sticks in the mud, I guess you'd call them, that wouldn't change their mind. The judge said, "Will you go back and discuss this because I'm not going to declare a mistrial or a hung jury or anything. So deliberate." Well, then right after that, one juror is thrown off the case and an alternate is put in because all they said was she was conducting her own investigation into certain evidence, which you're not allowed to do. They threw her off. And they continued deliberating. They had to start all over again with the new juror. They start deliberating again. And then after a while, another jury gets thrown off, and I didn't even hear what the reason was. They didn't even give a reason. They just said, another juror gone. They bring in another alternate. They have to start all over again with deliberations. And then in really, relatively speaking, no time at all, they come back guilty. So I don't know what happened. It seems like they got rid of the jurors that were kind of hanging in there and willing to give the guy a break, and they threw them out and came back with a guilty verdict. So I think they got plenty of grounds for appeal. And I don't know. I don't think we've heard the last from Scott Peterson.
Probably not.
Nice to see that smug look wiped off his face. He is an absolute jerk off.
Am I awful because I kind of wanted the guy to get off the hook? I love when things happen that are out of the ordinary, the upset, the big weird.
But that's never
the OJ thing when they went not guilty, and everyone just went, "Oh my God!" And there's OJ, whoa, getting patted on the back by his buddies and everything. That was a much better ending, not for the family or anything, and a lot of people were pissed off. I was pissed off. But as far as
Anthony,
the movie ending,
I was going to say, this is real life. You're looking at this like, wow, this is a great miniseries, and I was hoping it was going to end another way.
They televise it that way. I want a good ending.
You're missing the point with Anthony. He's rooting for guys who kill their wives.
You bring up a good point.
And their unborn fetuses.
Yes.
Back to you, Johnny.
Understand.
Ugh. Well, so that's over with for now, right?
And how does he get, didn't he get convicted for murder of the fetus also? Is that a law?
Well, this is the beauty of women's rights groups. They were fighting that because they were trying to convict him for murder. But these self-centered women's rights groups are saying, well, we don't know about that because the minute you start to give a fetus rights, of course, they're afraid it's going to chip away at Roe v. Wade. It's never about what's right or wrong. I don't know, 9 months in.
I think if you're saying that the child is a child, that's got to be the law. Now, then you wouldn't be able to have an abortion or anything.
But that's like saying if it was, I mean, technically it's right, but if it's born 5 minutes after it's born, if he kkilled it, it'd be murder. I mean,
no,
this is 9 months
it
in.
Slips out of those beautiful labia.
Yeah, the second it really wrecks her for life, and just denotes her to a minivan and soccer practices and a bob haircut and stretch mark titties. The second that rotten little head does that,
right?
It's all of a sudden got legal protection.
Then it has legal protection, but before that, I don't know.
It depends. I mean, if this was a 3rd month pregnancy, but if this was the 9th month, right? I mean, she was ready to go.
Was it?
Yeah, it was close.
It was bad.
So
bad news.
I should have thought it out a little earlier.
Two stiffs in the mud.
Anthony, moving on. You were just up in arms about Laci Peterson's mom today.
Oh boy,
this is the big story, I guess. One of the big stories today in the New York. Well, probably in all the papers.
Well, it's the
is it in the Daily News?
Huh?
I'm sorry. I was asking Anthony. We're looking.
Yeah, it's in there somewhere. The sentencing phase of the Scott Peterson trial. Of course, he was found guilty of murdering his wife Laci and their unborn child Conner. Why does that kid have a name? Technically, I mean, I don't want to seem cold and
there's a lot of people
here.
out there that name their kids before they're born.
Yeah, but well, it's a whole nother issue. Screw it. I just don't think, you should be talking about Lil Conner like it's a little walking toddler that he threw in the drink also.
Maybe name him Saved Money on College Tuition.
That's all I'm saying. I don't know. Laci's mom, Sharon, she was able to voice her rage in a court. You know how they do that? They parade the family around. They yell and scream at the guy that murdered the person, the perp, and it's used to maybe get a stiffer sentence on the guy. Well, he's either going to get life in prison or the death penalty. So she was really screaming, hoping that he gets the death penalty, and literally she was screaming in the courtroom at him. And the family of the person that was killed gets right in the killer's face and starts screaming, and it's just one of those moments you just don't want to be witness to. One of those very uncomfortable, primal, like the hot dog biting scream. Yeah,
the Godzilla scream.
The end of the remake of Invasion of the Body Snatchers scream.
The De Niro Mean Streets scream.
Right, just these screams. And she was doing that. And then she screams out, she wanted to be a mother. Divorce is always an option, not murder. Well, Sharon, sometimes it's not an option. I think part of the blame, you got to blame Scott Peterson. He's the one that did it. But you got to think what drove him to that. Why wasn't divorce an option? Perhaps you should be screaming at some of these scumbag lawyers and the legal system when it comes to divorce. Huh?
So you're saying he was justified?
No. But again,
But you understand.
There is... Look, the laws are so crazy that sometimes she's screaming. Divorce is an option, not murder. She goes, divorce is always an option, not murder.
It's really not an option for most guys.
It isn't an option.
I mean, they go through it, but then their lives suffer.
They're in hell. You don't make a lot of money, and now you got to give half your stuff away and half your money. Forget about the stuff. You always get new stuff. It's no problem getting a new bedroom set and kitchen table. Give that stuff away. Fine. A lot of guys don't care. Take the stuff. Take the car. Take it. It's the fact that now, while you go to work every day, that half of your money is now going to another person that you aren't even involved with anymore. That's the issue. That's not an option. There are so many guys that you talk to that go, I'd love to get a divorce. I can't stand my wife. I'm living with someone I hate, and I cannot get a divorce. Why? I go broke. I can't afford it. Men are then put in a position where they have to live with someone they can't stand because they can't afford to get a divorce. This guy, all right, fine. Yeah, a little selfishness going in there. He just wanted to go out and bang broads and not be married anymore, I guess. Maybe he didn't want to be a father anymore. And it would have been a lot easier if the laws weren't stacked against guys to file for divorce. Go, hey, see you later. But it's not an option always. It's not always an option. Perhaps some of our outrage should be at the lawyers that prey on men in divorces and just divorce law in general.
Is it true if you get divorced and your wife never remarries that she now gets your Social Security when you retire? Or half of it?
Yeah,
or
half your
or
Social
part
Security.
Of it?
Yeah.
How does that ever make sense?
It doesn't make sense. There's no reason that a guy should be broke because the marriage didn't work out. Just stop already.
However, in this case, a guy who knocks up, if you leave a pregnant woman, like when she's right ready to drop, you got to expect a big piece of your salary is going to come out. However, as opposed to being when you're single and she's got no kids and you have no kids and you're both earning, that's where the divorce law is.
Well, you know something? He should obviously pay for her pregnancy and pay child support because it is his kid. I'm not going there. Right. I'm not saying be a deadbeat dad or leave a pregnant woman that can't work, leave her under those situations. No. Should he then pay her for 10, 20 years? No! Get a fucking job! Work!
I mean, you make a good point, but obviously he was a kook.
He's a scumbag.
He's a scumbag. Yeah, and you know, no. Should he murder her? Absolutely not. But the mother... There's a but. The mother can't be screaming that divorce is always an option. It's not. It's not. She should have just as well have said staying with her and being miserable is always an option. Because that's more of an option, because that's what more guys do.
All right, let's go to Kevin. Hey, Kevin.
Hey, guys. What's up? Love the show.
Thank you.
I've been divorced twice. Yeah, I know. I'm a sucker. But neither one of them wanted to be married to me, and I'm the one that had to start the proceedings, get the lawyer and all that. It's just ridiculous.
And then even though you started the proceedings, you still got screwed.
I got screwed, but one of them actually cheated, and she just wanted to stay latched on, and it was like, you're both ridiculous. It's like, if you want out of the marriage, just fucking divorce me. Get it done.
Why aren't there lawyers out there trying to take care of this problem? Because it's obviously a problem that the men get screwed.
There are
divorces.
lawyers, but their hands are tied behind their back. They can do nothing because the law, the way it is, the system, the way it's not even the law. It's the judges are so lazy. These judges don't want to hear anything new. Believe me, I've been through it. I've stood there in the courtroom thinking to myself, all right, the judge will be able to understand this situation. I will, I'll tell the judge, convey to her, how I got this career, who was responsible for me being in radio, the talents that I've had, whatever, they are, that I've cultivated since I was a kid. I've been like this ever since I was a kid. It's not something I learned, something somebody taught me, something that I was inspired by somebody that I was married to. No. The reason I'm in radio, there's certain people that were there that helped me along, and certain people that had nothing to do with it. Yeah. Maybe if Opie took me to court, he could, get half. But maybe if my brother took me to court, he could get half. But it had nothing to do with certain other people that all of a sudden
she was claiming that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, this is what ex-wives will do in the courtroom. No matter what the guy is doing and how he's earning his living, she will present the case that she was responsible for where he is.
I wish that case went further because I would have.
No,
I'm just saying I would have been a witness. Proving
but that's what I'm saying.
Proving that she was actually more of a hindrance than actually a help in your effing career.
That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter because the judges don't care about that. They're lazy. It's not anything new. You think you're going to be Perry Mason and go in there and give this testimony and the judge is going to sit there and look and ponder it and go, yeah, he's right. It's all cookie cutter bullshit. And the judge already makes up their mind and they would rather you settle it. They don't even want to make a decision. But it's not about coming in there with evidence and saying, look, this is how I did. Bam, wrong. It's cookie cutter. The judge knows it's a math equation. It's a math equation. There's nothing new you can add to this. And then when it's all said and done, the guy coughs up a lot of his money and gives it to the woman because that's the way it's been and that's the way it's gonna be for years and years and years. They wanted I actually pushed for something. They wanted that if she died, I would still have to pay.
Pay who?
Her heirs. That's where I drew the line. Ooh, I win. I had to actually draw a line there and say, no, I will not pay a corpse. Yeah.
But they were trying to get that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You never told me that one.
Absolutely.
Oh, my God.
Absolutely. They were trying to... There's fat fuck Dominic Barbara. And why then, if she was responsible for your career, should her heirs be penalized if something were to happen to her? Can I have another meatball hero? You. I had to sit through that.
Ugh.
Through that.
Ugh.
Mr. Cubia, what is your wedding anniversary date?
That was the best ever.
Cue the Jeopardy music.
Can we,
I have no fucking clue.
Can we, because you bring this up from time to time.
Yeah, oh.
Ben, you gotta get the newspaper articles of Ant's divorce. There, no
it's
offense,
a media frenzy.
no
Opie.
offense, but there is some hilarious stuff in those
I
newspaper
know.
articles.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, it's blaring. I mean, in the New York Post, I think it was.
Yeah.
You were asked what your wedding date was.
Yeah.
Or your anniversary.
It was the guy, and I knew the newspapers were sitting right there in front of me. I'm on the witness stand. Big fat Dominic Barbara's asking me questions, and I'm just staring at the New York Post and Daily News guys with their little pads jotting stuff down going, this can't happen. This can't happen.
But they ask you your anniversary date.
Mr. Cormier, when is your wedding anniversary date? Ding, 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 ding. And I'm just reaching back in my head. March? Is it May? I know Swallows Day in San Juan Capistrano is March 19th. I remember it was the 19th, but was it the same as Swallows Day or was it May? I don't know.
What's his answer?
That was my answer.
He was married 10 years.
Good for you, man.
I don't know. And then that was
I
quoted.
hate this place. I've been married 10 years.
Been married 10 years. I hate this place.
Nothing works here.
Nothing works here. The
I'm
medication
miserable.
doesn't work. I'm miserable.
I'm drunk all the time.
I have to drink a big glass of Captain Morgan when I come home. I hate this place. I get yelled at for being on the computer.
10 years. 10 years.
I've been here 10 years. She has 4 fucking cats. I gotta clean the cat box. She's crazy cat lady. I can't get out of this marriage without going broke. I hate this place. Her lawyer's fat. Get me out of here. The Daily News and Post are in front of me. I can't testify. I hate this place. I've been married 10 years. I don't remember my wedding anniversary. Oh,
I had a threesome.
sorry. I had a threesome. I hate this place.
Sorry, I had to, because, well, it was reported, and, you know, I just still think that was one of the best things.
I hate this place. I'm sitting on the couch with my girlfriend, and wife walked in the door and fell flat on her face. I hate this place.
That did not happen, did it?
Of course it didn't. I hate this place. I had to break into my house to steal my stuff back.
Homeless guys wearing my T-shirts now.
She gave away all my clothes to the homeless and burnt everything else in the fireplace.
That's what you get.
In the Steve place.
That's what you get. You lose half your money, and she ends up burning all your stuff that maybe you wanted.
Oh my God! It's just a living.
Did she break?
nightmare.
Did she break all the radio awards that we won?
I think I got out with one air award.
Yeah,
the glass one.
Right.
I have that proudly displayed in my.
We were
new
rocking
house.
for like 2 or 3 years there. We were winning everything.
Yeah.
We have all this hardware that I just throw in the closet, whatever. But
now it was, And I'd like to present this fucking award to the fireplace. Yeah. And the award for scumbag fuck husband goes to Anthony. Anthony's not here to accept, so a log is going to accept for him.
Holy crap.
Let's throw it in the old Steve.
I'm not even uncomfortable today.
Oh,
hilarious.
Awful.
I hate this place. I've been married 10 years.
I've been married 10 years. Wow. Yeah. It's just stacked against men. And I don't even want to hear it. I don't want to hear the one instance where the woman got screwed because she was the career woman, because that does happen, but it's so rare. There is no reason that if two healthy people get a divorce, that they can't just go their separate ways and get a job and live the rest of their life without having to have any contact with each other. There's no reason the man, especially a guy that's pulling in, maybe $35,000 a year, all of a sudden, $15,000 or so has to go to the wife? Why?
Wasn't it only for a couple of years? Just until she gets back on her feet?
No. Yeah, but that's the problem. A lot of women...
No, it's not.
A lot of women are making such a nice income from their divorce settlement that, then they get another guy, let's say, but they don't get married because they're making some nice coin on the side.
They live together.
So she's making the nice coin from the divorce settlement. He's got maybe a kind of a job that's bringing in some good money. Then she gets a little part-time thing on the side. That's a nice living.
Now
so why would you get married just so you would lose your money from the divorce settlement? A lot of women have done that over the years.
Guy works his ass off. He's now pulling in $20,000 a year and starving because he's making $35,000. 15 of it, let's say, is going to the wife, who now can also work. She's healthy. Mm-hmm. So she's got her salary plus what the guy gives him. And then, if she shacks up with another guy, now his income is added to the house. So who's the biggest loser in this? The guy who's now working as if he's making $35,000 a year, but he's only pulling in 20.
You should be able to stop paying as soon as she stops fucking you. Like, as long as you can still go over and just go, look, tell the boyfriend, look, you gotta move. I want to fuck her real quick.
Move it over. I'm dogging this bitch.
Then you should be able to pay. But as soon as she starts giving that pussy to somebody else, really, you should be able to stop paying. Yep. As soon as she starts giving up the only reason anyone talks to her anyway.
There should be a lot of shoulds.
Not a bad idea.
When they start working. There's no goddamn reason in hell the guy should be paying her. Right. If they're able to work. But that'll never change. It'll never, ever change. Guys will continue to get screwed, and they will continue to get married like fools and idiots. Marriage has nothing at all to do with love, people. Nothing. You could love someone more than you've ever loved anything on the face of the earth and not get married. Believe it or not, you can do it. You could live a long life together. You can write up whatever. You could go to a lawyer and write up whatever kind of financial contracts you want to write up that will say, if we break up, I will support this woman and give her everything I have. Or if we break up, nothing will happen. Or you could have no paperwork at all and live together. Marriage is the dumbest thing a guy can do. You're entering into a legal, binding contract that can do nothing but screw you.
Well, after 7 years though of living together, right? Isn't it going to be
Not
a
New York.
Oh, there's no common law in New York?
California, there's a palimony law.
Oh, not in New York?
You got to be crazy. But there's no common law in New York.
I thought it was after 7 years.
Nope. Okay. Oh, they could take you to court.
Right.
Believe me, anyone could sue you for anything. So if you're living with a girl 7 years or longer, you could live with a girl for 6 months. She could take you to court and say he promised to blah, blah, blah for the rest of my life.
Bill Maher's girlfriend.
Yeah. Well, that's California, I think. You could go through all that. The chances that she's going to win are pretty slim. Pretty slim. But with marriage and the legal binding contract you have with a marriage, then you are screwed. You're definitely screwed. I don't know why people do it. And that guy that just called twice, married twice, you couldn't drag me into a marriage with guns to my head. You could not drag me into another marriage. It ain't gonna happen.
It ain't happening, people.
Half your income, this one's gonna cost you. It's a marriage certificate. Be dialing. Dialing for hell, people.
Hey, Ben, help us out here. Someone on the Instant Feedback writes, look at the New York Times today. There's even times in New York State they won't even grant you a divorce. I want to read that article.
New York State's a weird state. You need a reason to get a divorce in New York. You can't just say irreconcilable differences, or I'm not in love with her, or I hate the bitch, or I hate the guy, or you can't. You need a reason. The only reason, and there's only a couple of reasons in New York. One is adultery. One is abuse or something. I'm not sure what they all are. I wasn't paying attention during my...
When they were telling you?
When they were telling me. But you can't just get a divorce. A lot of people, or if you're separated for a year, you could get a divorce. So a lot of people opt to get separated and then wait a year before they could even start their divorce proceedings, mine took 3 years. 3 years.
Oh,
and
know.
I watched people that were multi-millionaires getting divorced quicker than I did. It was just a nightmare with that fat fuck, Dominic Barbara. I was so happy when I heard he was getting a divorce.
Is he?
Oh, yeah, he did.
Oh.
Like, I hope your wife just takes everything from you. Not my food money. Not my food money.
Robert, what's up?
I'm 3 times, my friend.
3? You
Yeah.
deserve it. You're stupid.
Yeah, I was. She got the house, took my boat, put it on somebody else's property. I couldn't get it because she allowed it to be there. It was marital property. Had to sue him for it. She ended up getting it in the long run.
She deserves the boat, right? You were married.
Yeah.
You get a divorce, and she should get your boat.
Did she ever drive the boat when you were married?
Oh, no, she was always too drunk.
Oh my God! How does that
Isn't that
make
great?
sense? With a guy, that's his little hobby on the side with his
boat,
with his friends. They go fishing every once in a while to get out of the house, and
now it's her boat.
And now it's her boat.
Now it's her boat for the guy that she's banging.
It's not just friends; it was the kids. Because I got 3 boys, and they just teach them how to ski. It was every weekend we were out there.
And now it'll sit in someone's yard, but it's hers.
All right.
Oh well, yeah, she
Good
sold
for
it.
her.
All right, thank you.
And I got one other thing.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
He was probably going to hang up.
Maybe. Glenn and Philly, what's up?
Yo, I didn't even get married. We went and had this kid, and 3 years, 4 years, she moves out, takes me to court, tries to keep me away from the kid. And I made $10 an hour. They charged me, because of overtime that I had gotten, they charged me $200 a week.
They figured in your overtime into what you should be paying her?
Yes.
Man, that
which
great.
I eventually lost.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so now he loses the overtime, so now he's not making the overtime, but he's still paying based on if he had the overtime.
Meanwhile, she's banging Coke straws 2 and 3 at a time.
Isn't that wonderful?
And you wonder why people kill their spouses. I swear.
Yeah, that's what it
and
is.
You wonder.
Divorce is always an option. There it is.
One more. Jim and PA, what's up?
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Hey.
Yeah, I'm just about ready to get divorced. I got it all set up to go through it in January.
Oh, good
and
luck.
You guys are scaring the shit out of me.
No, it's going to start in January, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, I already have all the paperwork going. I'm just waiting off the holidays because of the kids and look the hell out.
You check in another year, and I guarantee you'll still be going through it somehow, some way.
Oh, I'm sure I will, but it's like, Jesus, I have this I'm going through stealth mode right now, and I keep hearing you guys keep talking about it the way it got fucked, and you guys are scaring the crap out of me.
That's it.
All right.
Laci Peterson's mom.
Guys. Check it out.
Laci Peterson's mom. Divorce is always an option, not murder. Murder's not an option, believe me. But neither is divorce all the time. It's not.
Okay.
Well, the mother probably wasn't thinking very rationally. In fairness to the mom, when your pregnant daughter is found, her skull is found floating, and she's headless with an anchor tied to her, you're not thinking about the legal proceedings of a divorce and like, you know what? I understand why Scott murdered my baby girl and her unborn son.
You should think about that a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's obvious the guy was a kook, but
then again, Amber Fry was very attractive. I'm not saying, a good punch to the stomach maybe, or a trip down the steps. Oops-a-daisy.
A little foot sticks out in the hallway, a little, hello, sweetie.
Kerplunk, kerplunk. And with every step she hits, you just see more and more money that you're saving.
Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Sure.
Spooge Demon from somethingawful.com.
Oh.
Remember that website from
Yes.
Justin? Part of the cherry darts thing? He has a whole Scott Peterson mom thing here.
He does.
Yeah, hi, Scott, it's Mom. Glad to hear you're giving up killing wives and unborn children. But Dr. Phil says...
That's good.
Yeah, Dr. Phil says when you get rid of your wife, you have to get rid of your little unborn son, Connor, too. You know, I worry about you with the cinder blocks and the rowboats and... You know, Dr. Phil says when a carcass washes up on shore, that you're fucked. I miss you, Scott. Daddy loves you. We watch your movie. Pearl Harbor and Jiggly. Come on, we love it. You don't think he looks like Ben Affleck?
Yes, okay.
Mommy thinks you look like Ben Affleck.
Should never go for 3.
That's still good.
We're going to get a Tony Danza update next, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah? People were loving the Tony Danza.
She's not the only one with fans in prison, though. I want to say hello to all my friends at my fans and friends at Rahway. I know you're watching. I gotta was on the message board that I have fans at Rahway Prison. They watch it Rahway every day. I'm so
Rahway. Yeah. So anyway,
why is he thanking prison?
He's thanking the gang at Rahway.
At Rahway?
In between dropping the soap, I guess these guys were listening to watching Tony Danza in the weight room.
And he was serious. It wasn't like a joke or anything.
well, good.
He's seriously thanking prisoners.
she's not the only one with fans in prison, though. I want to say hello to all my friends at my fans and friends at Rahway. I know you're watching. I gotta was on the message board that I have fans at Rahway Prison. They watch it Rahway every day. I'm so.
Hey,
There it is.
I want to thank my good friend Scott Peterson. Out there had a little trouble, little run-in with the law. I'm not I got a ticket once, so I understand. I want to thank Scott. Thoughts and prayers with your wife and Lil Conner. Thoughts and prayers.
Hope everything works out for you.
Yeah, I hope everything goes well. My friends and fan, my friend and fan, Scott Peterson. Merry Christmas to you, Scott. What are you going to get, Lil Conner? Another cinder block? Get him one of those little, maybe a little fishing set. You can take him fishing with you. Oh, you did already.
Speaking of that message board,
yeah,
the gang from our message board, whackbag.com, has completely taken over the thing.
Oh, yeah, they went to the Tony Danza message board and just trashed
and
it.
what? OpieAnthony.net? Okay, OpieAnthony.net, another message board. They've completely taken it over.
Shit dick. It's Shit Dick's post. Does anyone know if Tony is bi by any chance? I'd really like to. Oh, I wouldn't ever really get the chance with him, but I would love to try to meet him. Spider-Man Junk writes, Mr. Shit. I don't think that the beloved Tony is bisexual. Have you seen the way he dances?
That is pure choreography of a blank homosexual.
Whatever. And then this post by Lil Conner Peterson, followed up by a post from Old Gravy Leg.
You guys rock. Lil Conner Peterson writes, I don't know, but I know I'll never get old to find out if I'm gay or not. Holy crap.
And then Old Gravy Leg writes, Mr. Danza is Connor's godfather. To the Italian people, this is a very religious and sacred bond. Oh, you guys are assholes. That is so funny. Old Gravy Leg.
Oh, they're killing this message board.
God, is that funny?
Lil Conner Peterson.
Did he spell it? L-I-L?
L-I-L.
L-I-L.
Not little. It's Lil.
Oh, they're coming in like crazy. There seems to be
God damn.
lots and lots of posts.
Holy shit.
Oh, Jim just got another stack full of Tony Danza message board posts from some of our listeners that have invaded the message board. What are they doing now?
This is from Conner Peterson.
Jim is obsessed.
He said,
with the Peterson
Dad showed
trial.
Mom who's the boss. He took her fishing.
Oh my
Who's
God.
the boss?
Oh my God.
He's turning red. Look at Jim. He's red.
Our listeners make us a lot funnier at times, definitely.
Although I say it's not mindless banter, but I'm sure some housewife in the Midwest doesn't find the humor in a Conner Peterson name posting,
no.
My dad showed my mom who's the boss. He took her fishing. I'm sure that's not seen as funny as it really is by a
That
lot
was
of
a great line.
Oh, my
And
God.
you know she's just like, these people are reading it going, where do I know that name?
Yeah.
Conner Peterson.
Oh, my God, that's horrible. Who thinks this is funny? You know, all our hands go up.
Top 5 worst Christmas songs of all time.
Grandson got drowned by a reindeer. CP in the house.
As for me and Conner, we believe.
Now we're all so proud of Grand.
All right, well, that's number 6, Anthony.
Going fishing early this morn. Oh, no.
Yeah, that's number 6.
And he's got a guppy nibbling at his toes.
Oh, incriminating flounder marks on his feet. Dum, dum, dum. Conner got rowed by a rowboat.
Silly goose left the blonde hair in the rowboat.
Rowing home from fishing Christmas Eve.
Moving on with the list, worst songs.
Oh my God!
Of all time,
Speaking
this
of
holiday
Godfathers,
season.
my favorite scene was when they brought in Conner Peterson's vest with a fish in it.
What the hell is this?
I just want to know why. I just want to know why the obsession over this trial. And Lil Conner Peterson. I just don't understand.
The little vest
a little diaper with a fish in it.
Please make me understand.
with one of those cheddar cheese goldfish crackers in it.
I just want to understand.
Little tiny goldfish.
Oh, it feels so blue. It just thinking.
Porky Pig.
About you.
I think we all know who's going to have a blue Christmas this year, don't we?
It'll be decorations of red on a green a Christmas tree.
Have a blue fish Christmas.
6 pairs of cement shoes.
Pete from PA, what's up?
Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Hey.
Hey, how you doing there, sweet tip?
Hi, fella.
Hey, I just wanted to know if the dogs were barking that tune when they were looking for Conner Peterson in the lake.
First of all, yeah, that lake called what, the Pacific Ocean? You idiots.
Hey, punch down, fellas.
That little body of water.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm surprised they found him in that little hidden alcove.
I love looking at the cops with their little dogs in wetsuits searching the ocean floor for bodies.
Yeah, they sniff on the yeah, I said the ocean floor, and then I realized that would just be repeating your jokes, which got a laugh, so I might as well just repeat it.
All right, let's say hi to George in Jersey. George, what's up?
Hey, morning, guys.
Morning.
Hey, was that song 12 Pieces of Lil Conner Peterson?
All right, listen.
Wow.
Why? I just want to know why.
Because it's just a name.
Just want to know why the obsession that is now spreading to the listeners, Anthony. Just explain it to me. That's all I asked.
Do we have that story about the
which one now?
The babies' T-shirts.
Oh, I think so. Somewhere in this pile.
Because I was laughing at the fact that they were outraged by the one that they use as an example.
Shock and awe for baby T-shirts?
Baby T-shirts. Now, these kind of risque, kind of shocking T-shirts are available for little infants, for babies now.
Mm-hmm.
And they're kind of funny sayings.
With titles like Hot Babe, Mommy's Little Monster, Diva, Serial Killer.
10%
cereal spelt like cereal, like, you know,
what you eat.
Cereal.
Yeah.
10% soft spot, 90% bitch.
There you go.
Is that a shirt?
Yes, it is. Well, according to me now, it is.
That's very funny.
I just chimed in with that and made it up.
That's a good one.
Thank you.
But, you know, I was reading their examples, and there's an outrage because of these shirts. But the examples they give are nothing compared to some of them I've seen.
Well, here's one that they're really pissed off at. A T-shirt that says, "Bitch, better have my bottle."
Oh, that must get them angry.
And Sir Craps-a-Lot.
Sir Craps-a-Lot?
They're among the
That's kinda
hottest
funny.
sellers.
You don't like Sir Craps-a-Lot?
No, I don't. Just say Ben on it.
There's another baby T-shirt, Anthony.
Yeah.
That says, "My mom puts out."
Wow.
I like that.
That's got now. I've never seen these.
And then the
babies.
mom is quoted saying, "But I'll bet my husband wishes it was true."
And I hate the one that was tasteless though. That one from California. That there was only the one kid that wore it, and it just said "glub glub 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 glub."
You're so obsessed. I don't really understand why, but you're so obsessed with that trial. Thank God that trial is just about over.
What trial?
Thank God it's just about
It's
over. And we can finally move on.
Is that the little shirt?
Yeah, it's a little shirt, and you can wash it as many times as you want, and it won't shrink because it's used to being in the water.
Right. And it's got a little arrow pointing one way and says, "I'm with mommy who wouldn't shut up." No? Oh.
Alex from Boston. What's up, Alex?
Hey, I got an idea for a T-shirt from before.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about these outrageous T-shirts, baby T-shirts that some of the parents are buying and putting on their kids.
Yeah, very offensive.
Yes, go ahead.
It could say Dad's Little Chum if it was for, Conner Peterson.
Chum being the fishing term for throwing meat and blood over the side to attract the fish. Daddy's little chum.
I just
that's
don't
funny.
understand.
Wow, that is a good one.
I give up on this one.
That is
really
hilarious.
Don't understand this. Steve in Jersey, what's up?
Hey, I got another T-shirt slogan for you guys.
Oh, good. We like the T-shirt slogans, These
I hope you
outrageous.
like this one.
All right, let's hear it.
My daddy killed me and my mommy, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt. Silence. I stink.
That's all right.
Yeah,
that's awful.
Okay.
There's bigger laughs coming out of that empty crib.
Mike in Philly.
Yeah, I got a T-shirt idea.
Oh, great.
good,
we love
Mike.
these T-shirts, these offensive T-shirts
Very offensive.
that the babies are wearing because the parents are buying them. Okay, go ahead.
All right, I got one. It's for the wife, though. It's my husband took me fishing, and all I got was this dead, bloated baby.
All right, listen.
All right. Now you've gone too far.
Larry from Nolens.
Larry!
Hi, Larry.
You're gonna find your dog dead in the hallway, Larry.
What's up, Larry?
I got an idea for a T-shirt.
Okay.
I'm glad my daddy didn't take me fishing.
All right.
Nothing.
I just want to understand this whole obsession with this case. That's all. That's all I'm asking for. Brian, what's up?
Hey, I have an idea for it's actually a T-shirt, but that inspired me. But it's actually an invention for a company. It's the Conner and Laci Peterson disposable anchors, and you just go out and you can knock her up if you want, just for added weight, depending on the size of your boat, and just cut fucking line loose and sail away.
Okay.
All right.
You should have edited that a little bit, Spielberg. Jesus, was that long?
Okay.
Why do I have to explain why I think it should be edited by saying Jesus was that long? It's good.
Yeah, a little tag
What a
on where
fool.
didn't feel confident in it, so you got to tag it.
Let's say hi to Charles in Tampa.
Hey, I love you guys. I have a shirt for you.
All right.
You know those I'm with stupid shirts?
Yeah.
This one is I'm with my mother's dead rotting corpse.
All right, listen.
Sorry.
You have to be a little more clever than that.
Yeah. It's not funny, really, ever.
Yeah.
But it's really not funny if it's put like that.
Do you want to hear the Laci Peterson song?
Oh!
Yes.
Another tragedy.
All right, so what's up with the Laci Peterson song? You got a yawn in front of everyone?
Well, I'm stretching.
Are we keeping you awake?
Yeah.
So what's the deal? I'm serious. Is this a real Laci Peterson song or what?
Yeah, no parody. I just want to see what kind of drivel. Who is this person?
His name is Tony Handy. He's 50, which means he's a failed songwriter,
Right.
a failed performer. Everyone has been moved by the events as they unfold, said Tony Handy. As the story went on, I wanted to get more involved.
Great.
Of course you did.
He wants to capitalize. This is like the bands right after 9/11. Oh my God. Almost as tragic as the event itself were the songs that came out after 9/11. Every band, every bad singer decided that they were going to pull the country together in song after 9/11. And really, put forth a song that could capture the emotions and what we were feeling. Ugh. All of them sucked. We actually played a bunch of them on the air and tried to figure out what cornball lines they were going to try to rhyme with another.
You just hit the nail on the head. Because there was two guys that actually wrote songs, and it also says both men previously wrote musical tributes about other tragic events. Strand, a guard at Dual Vocational Institution at Tracy, composed "Song for America," a patriotic folk song, 4 days after September 11th.
4 days. Oh,
they just want to be involved, and they want people to look for them as passionate artists.
Yeah.
And you're all over 40 and you failed performers.
Miserably.
Failed.
Those songs, they were rhyming like, I don't know, shame and plain.
Tower and power.
Tower, but we have the power. Oh, and we were just sickened.
Yeah.
Ugh. These guys just trying to get some kind of recognition with a song about a tragedy. So this guy decides to pen a Laci Peterson song. I bet it's just sappy.
Oh, yeah.
And drippy.
Well, let's take a listen.
Let's give a little listen.
I just want to see what he uses to word with the rhyme mouthy. She was lippy, and as a result, her and Conner got drippy.
Starts off nice.
Shit dick. No?
The lounge version?
Remembering Laci, how her smile would make you smile. Remembering Laci, how she
Our
loved
smile?
her
What?
Our smile would make you smile?
Her smile wouldn't make anyone smile.
Would make you smile? Is that what he rhymed?
Apparently her... Oh, I didn't catch the same word. You're right.
I think it is.
Well, we're going to have to
One
play
of
that
Jim's
part
rules.
again, I think.
And then we can see what he rhymes it with. I think I heard denial.
Remembering Laci, how her smile would make you smile. Remembering Laci, how she loved, there's no denial. Now the angels hold her gently, and little Conner's with her too.
Yeah. Oh my God! And Lil Conner, he put Lil Conner in.
The only reason he should be saying denial is if that's the river she's at the bottom of.
Oh God, no!
Ding, ding, ding.
Sorry.
It does suck.
Let's hear the rest of it. Remembering Laci, and the way that fat stomach would annoy you when you're going to fuck Amber.
Oh,
Jesus, guys!
He put Lil Conner in.
I know.
And she smiles and says, we're alright, and we send our love to you.
Get your lighters out, everyone.
What rhymes with Conner besides he's a little goner?
Life and happiness was pretty Laci's life. With little Conner on the way, just made things seem so right. Still the two of them together, from the start to heaven's door. And she smiles and says, we love you, to the one she's loved before.
Yeah.
The tears that fell made flowers bloom on earth in heaven too. And little Conner runs and picks them. Mama,
even though he's blue.
These for you.
Put on Lil Conner voice.
Can we hear the Lil Conner voice again?
Yeah.
Mom, these are for you.
These are for you.
Oh, thank you, fetus. What is that cord coming out of your stomach?
Little bouquet of seaweed he gives her.
You guys are insane. I am convinced you guys are insane with this.
Bouquet of seaweed.
This is drivel. Oh, Mom.
Made flowers bloom on earth in heaven too. And little Conner runs and picks them. Mama, these for you.
Mama.
Now the angels.
Why does he talk like Raj from What's Happening? Little wigger.
Tributes from afar.
Yo, moms, these is for you.
As you gaze into the heavens, look, the Laci Conner star.
Ugh. How about the Laci Conner bully?
Shut up! Remembering Laci, how her smile would make you smile. Shut the fuck up! You shut up! Remembering Laci, how she loved, there's no denial. Now the angels hold her gently, and little Connor's with her too. Turn it off! And she smiles and says, we're alright, and we send our love to you. And we send our love to you.
That is awful. Wow, that is horrific.
Hey, can we get one of these guys on the phone for Monday? Is that possible?
Oh,
that we played the song? I think we should interview one of these guys.
Yeah, we want to see what
Can we do that?
he's all about.
That's the only one? Oh, God. That isn't on the song. Great ending.
Oh, that's perfect. Oh, that is hilarious. Oh, a little bouquet of seaweed.
One body enter, two bodies leave. Oh, is that horrible?
Yuck. Mama, these are for you. That is everything that's wrong with music.
Rod Stewart shit dick.
And AIDS and Scott will kill you. Oh, he's
awful.
Thanks.
Wow.
Let's go down to Orlando. Dave, what's up?
Oh, what's going on, man?
Hey.
Oh, God. I've
man.
been listening to you guys for the past 2 days on the Freeview, and I haven't been able to sleep.
Oh, good.
I swear, if somebody is waiting until this very last minute to sign up, what a bunch of schmucks.
I agree. The show will go away unless you add it to your XM radio account.
Absolutely. It's $2.
$2 lousy dollars.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks, buddy.
Well, thank you, buddy.
Yeah, no problem. I'll wish you guys the best of luck. Look forward to hearing you on Monday.
Monday gets a lot
That's right.
seedier.
Mama. These are for you.
A bouquet of seaweed.
We got to go out to Phoenix. What's up, Rob?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Pretty good, man.
I'm a former Marine. I'm a truck driver, and I've heard a lot of rough shit, but I've never heard anything as offensive and gross as you all.
Really?
Is that a compliment?
And that's why I'm signing up.
all right.
Oh, I was scared there.
Yes.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
Listen, can I get the address of the Lil Conner Loves Company Fund so I can send in all the money I save?
All that money he's saving for the rest of the year free.
It's dollars. Lots and lots of dollars. Oh, thanks, Rob.
Thanks,
we
buddy.
appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
See ya. Hey, Mama.
Hey, Mama. Rerun and Dwayne are coming over.
Too bad he was a little Puerto Rican. He would have said, hey, Mommy.
Hey, Mommy. This for you.
Yuck.
Maybe they could show you on Christmas Eve launching a little rowboat with something big rolled up in plastic. Go, don't tell.
Well, today we made 49 minutes without
that's great.
Conner Peterson.
We'll call
reference.
Oh, that wasn't a reference, was it?
Yeah.
Quiet Connor's XXX Christmas. Naughty Norton and Quiet Connor.
The loved one you never have to change.
Jesus.
Make lemons, make lemonade. You're going to save a bundle on diapers.
On those Pampers, they can be expensive. Rumpa-pum. Me and my boat.
Oh, man.
Came back a lot lighter than I went out. Pa-rum-pa-pum-pum.
Won't have to listen to her bitch anymore. A rumpa-pum-pum. Give back those expensive baby toys. A rumpa-pum-pum.
Won't have to put up with crying noise. Pa-rum-pa-pum-pum.
Return those Legos and buy a gift for Amber. I wish that would rhyme. Oh, little empty crib, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. Grandma and Grandpa's tears, pa-rum-pa. Boo-hoo, what could have been, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. What he did to his son.
You can hear the splash, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. Hope I brought enough gas, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. Oh, man.
Conner giggled. Little baby feet just kicking her tummy tum-tum.
Oh, no. Pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. He was cute in the sonogram, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. Rum-pa-pum-pum. Rum-pa-pum. Now I say goodbye, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum. Gonna craft an alibi, pa-rum-pa-pum-pum.
That is really awful.
There he goes. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas.
Merry effing Christmas.
It's a tough one to go unprepared on. It's such an odd beat.
Yes, it certainly is. Everyone, have a Peterson Christmas.
Yeah.
No lights on that house this year.
Nope.
No,
sir.
No little patter of footsteps going to the Christmas tree with wonder in his eyes.
Yeah.
Maybe a little saltwater and coral. Not much else.
Maybe there'd be a little bite taken out of an oyster.
Left for Santa. Oh, Jesus.
Soggy stockings wrapped around her neck with candy.
I just don't get it. I just don't get this obsession
That is horrible.
that you guys have.
Oh my God, is that horrible?
Just explain to me why. That's all I need to know. Why?
That's what Grandma's saying. Why?
Oh, yes.
Oh.
He stinks, and I don't like him.
Yeah, there we go.
Hey, look at that. Matt in Ohio. What's up, Matt?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Hey, Juicy.
Hi, Matt.
I'm having a business.
Thank you for calling the radio program.
Oh, come on.
Go ahead.
I'm having a business dinner, and we're trying to feel each other out, and a little story gets told, and things get a little dirtier and dirtier. And I start talking about you guys and the invasion of the Tony Danza Show, and getting a few laughs and this and that.
Laughs.
I say that how somebody was on his Conner Peterson on the message board saying, Teddy showed Mommy the boss and took her fishing. Nothing but absolute silence.
Of course.
Stop just looking at me. It's one of I just excused myself to go to the bathroom. It was like awful.
Well, that's always encouraging in a business meeting when the man you're going to do business with is laughing about the bloated body of an infant.
Jesus.
It's your fucking fault.
I know.
You're right.
All right, there he goes. Are those clips up on foundyourmusic.com? Probably. And opieandanthony.com.
Horrible. Just horrid. I agree. I don't know why, Opie.
I just don't get that one.
I agree with you. There's just something about it.
I like this one. Where is it? Here it is. I think.
How do you know it's Mr. Peterson?
Mr. Peterson. Mr. Peterson.
What a great movie that is. Goddamn, love the Ferris Bueller.
Would you get me Mr. Peterson's daytime number?
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole.
Just warming up, kids.
I love it.
We have a Laci Peterson song that is just horrific.
Oh, my God.
We're going to play that next. We'll talk about this.
Is it a parody, Oprah, or a regular song?
It's a parody.
Okay.
It's
You haven't heard this one yet.
Okay.
Anthony and I heard it. You're gonna come. Knowing you, you're just gonna have to.
Why? Did it just say Opie over and over again?
Oh, Jesus. We got the Laci Peterson verdict.
Oh, Laci Peterson verdict.
The Laci Peterson verdict.
What is she accused of besides being mouthy, which she's been convicted of?
Her verdict is, yeah, you're right.
That sentence has been carried out.
That, by the way, that thing you were looking at on your computer was just hilarious and revolting at the same time.
Some mutant decided to make a wedding invitation.
Is this on one of our websites?
I don't know.
God, what creeps we attract.
The Ramseys and the Petersons cordially invite you to the wedding of Lil Conner and JonBenet. Adam Walsh, parentheses, with or without his head, will be honorary ring bearer. And it is a photoshopped picture that is disgusting. It's got JonBenet's head on a bride's body. Some type of, only looks to be a submerged baby head on the groom's body. And then there's the Petersons and the Ramseys.
And what's the best part is look in the guy's left hand.
Yes, in Connor's left hand is what appears to be Adam Walsh's head.
And the one woman has her arm around the boy's chest and he's headless.
Yes.
That could be the most repugnant yet enjoyable thing I've ever seen.
I mean, he obviously put a little work into it. Research, some Photoshop skills.
But work. You should slap that together in 5 minutes.
You should have nightmares, you disgusting man.
I meant to say that we had the Laci Peterson song, and then I said Laci Peterson verdict because we want to play the Scott Peterson verdict as well, and I'm got it all messed up.
Were you there in front of the TV when they had the announcement? I heard it was going to be 4:30, so I went inside, turned it on, and had to listen to CNN and Fox News babble for about 15 minutes before they actually had the verdict. They have nothing to talk about. Fox News just talking about how they had two guys arguing, will it be better for him to get the death penalty or life in prison without parole? Now, you would think this isn't even an argument, but these two guys are going at each other like, no, it would be much better for him to get the death penalty because California has like 600 people on death row, and they execute an average of one a year. So do the math. It's going to take a little while to get to old Scotty Peterson.
I don't think they'll ever kill him.
They won't. California is very lax. They have the death penalty, but like New York, just don't use it.
Well, they said in the paper today the death penalty is way down across America.
Yeah.
They're barely using it these days.
It's because, they appeal it. The lawyers get in there.
Right, the red tape. And
a lot of red tape. So he's looking at about...
Like, we have the death penalty here in New York.
Oh, we don't use it.
We've never used it.
No.
How long has it been in...
It's been a while, but you know what it is? It's different because we have prosecutors that won't even try to get it.
Robert Johnson in the Bronx won't go after it?
They won't even try. Like, at least in California, they're like, yeah, get this guy the death penalty. They give it to him, but then it takes forever
That's how they satisfy some of the voters. You know, they want the death penalty, but they give the voters the death penalty, but then they don't tell you, well, we're never going to use it.
We're never ever going to use it.
But we have it.
Yeah.
How long have we had the death penalty in New York? Someone could help us out on the instant feedback.
I
10
guess
years?
since Pataki got in.
So how long is that? 8, 10 years? I don't know.
Yeah, Cuomo was a staunch anti-death penalty faggot.
The whole death penalty thing is a joke at this point.
Oh, I know.
So if you have it, use it.
What they were saying with Scott Peterson is he could be in there a good 20 years before he even got the death penalty, if ever. And during that time, if you're on death row, you're in solitary confinement. You're not in the general population. You spend all the hours in your cell. You get a little time out that's supervised, and that's it. The only contact you have is through yelling back and forth to other death row inmates. So he's safer.
How do you live
on
your
death
life
row.
like that?
It's something you should think about before you dump your wife into the drink.
I don't mind if they scrap the death penalty and just give people life in prison without parole. I'm kind of cool with that.
I don't know, because it never, ever seems like life in prison without parole. Something always happens, and years later, they're old guys, and, you know, they decide, oh, you could let them out. You know, life without prison, life in prison without parole doesn't mean that somehow you can get off. You know, the governor can, or the president can pardon you. Things happen. And these people should just be wiped off the face of the earth.
I agree with you. I don't disagree. I don't think it's cruel and unusual like the ACLU says. I don't have enough faith in the fact that nobody innocent will ever get it. That's my only problem. It's not a cruel and unusual issue for me.
I don't know.
If you have money, you can, like OJ. We all know it was a racial thing, but he had the money to afford. If you had the money to afford certain type of experts and certain type, you understand. If everybody was getting the exact same defense, I wouldn't have so much of a problem with it.
I don't know. All the death penalty cases I've ever read about, it certainly seems like they're guilty.
But then again, you have these guys. Most of them, I think, are. But then you have these guys that go after people that are not like legally innocent, like people not technicality innocent, but people that actually didn't commit the crime, and they're fighting to get them off death row. And they say that a lot of times the courts don't even have to hear the cases because the evidence came in late or some bullshit like that. That's what bugs me.
Those little technical glitches.
Yeah, where you're actually innocent and it can be proven, but some DA doesn't want egg on his face, so they fight to keep the evidence out. That's what kind of bothers me. Or prosecution.
I've never seen that on a death penalty case, though.
Yeah, there's plenty of them.
I've seen it in cases where the guy's been sitting rotting in prison, and perhaps he didn't do that crime. I've never seen him go out and go, well, thank God this professor's back teaching again.
You're very rare, yeah.
It's always, sharpen up your screwdriver for another victim on the subway, you animal. Oh.
So the verdict came in yesterday, and now all the jurors are getting their mugs all over TV today. That
Jurors
redheaded
are the worst.
That redheaded chick.
That hussy.
She got her hair did.
I got my hair did.
She's on all the morning shows, and now it looks like it's like some kind of reddish perm now.
It is Raggedy Ann red, and she's wearing like too much blush, and she loves that camera. These jurors, they sit on these cases, these high-profile cases. They get this feeling of self-importance because they have some guy's life in their hands, a lot of media coverage. Whether they see it or not, they know it's being covered. And then when they get let out and the press is clamoring to talk to them, all of a sudden they're stars. Mm-hmm. They're stars. Remember all the jurors from the sniper case? Oh, remember? Remember, stupid redheaded bitch? Because that's what's going to be you.
You'll be
just
a star.
Fade away again.
Or the OJ juror that had her own HBO special? Remember that black girl?
Yep.
She had her own HBO special?
Dude, she's everything the black community hates, and justifiably so.
Yeah.
Because she talks like that. She's the black girl who talks like that.
Yeah.
And she had her own HBO special where she sat there and did like a one-man Spalding Gray type of show. Without
I
the
wish
old...
she'd do Spalding Gray's last act.
Kill yourself.
A swan dive
Kill
from
yourself.
the ferry.
And she gave this melodramatic drivel one-person show about the case. It was revolting.
They all get put in the position now where they're celebrities. They're chasing this redhead around now. One of them's always the standout. During the sniper case, it was that black guy with the Aaron Neville stuff all over his head, and he was the one. And then they find out that, he had all kinds of problems with the law. These people ought to shut their yaps if they're, they just slink away somewhere. And now it's the redhead. They're chasing her around like crazy.
And that other guy, too, with the short hair.
Yeah.
That was sitting right next to her. Yeah, this guy. He's on TV right now. On Fox News.
Cardosi.
Steve Carlisi? What?
No, well, we thought he was guilty because...
Our own Steve was a juror?
The juror with the flaming tie.
So here's the verdict as it was read yesterday.
People of the State of California versus Scott Peterson. We, the jury in the above entitled cause, fix the penalty at death. Dated December 13th, 2004. Foreperson, number 6.
Good.
Number 6, is that the unanimous verdict of the jury with respect to the penalty phase?
It is, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Garrett, you want the jury call?
Yes.
All right, would you call the jury, please?
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, please answer yes or no as I call your juror number as seated and ask the following question. Was the verdict as just read your true and individual verdict? Juror number 1?
Good morning.
Juror number 2?
Dylan!
Yes. Juror number 3.
I would like to just get to know you.
Juror number 4.
Hello, cutie pie.
Juror number 5.
How are you?
Juror number 6.
I'm a cop, you idiot.
Juror number 7.
It's time now.
Juror number 8.
My nipples.
Juror number 9.
There is no pop.
Juror number 10.
It's not a
Juror number 11.
Now we're going to do some. Now we're having fun.
Your Honor, the jury has been polled.
Almost. You almost pulled it off. You almost pulled it off.
Some of them are a little long.
I could have helped you a little if you gave me some eye contact, dude. I was
You
ready to
son
slow
of
down
a
for you.
bitch.
I was ready to slow down for you. You went nuts.
Quiet.
I know, I'm pressing buttons like a madman.
You almost had it. That was funny. You started sweating. You were trying to. You were like Lucy in the chocolate factory. You couldn't keep up anymore, man.
There's that fat creep on TV now.
Oh, there she is.
And she's wearing a pink clothing.
She's doing costume changes. She wasn't wearing that earlier.
No, that's yesterday's footage because now she's got her hair permed.
Is it perm now?
Oh yeah. She got her hair did like
She's
we were
pretty
saying.
sexy.
Real hooah.
Would you get me Mr. Peterson's daytime number?
I don't think he's available for phone calls.
Well, you know, it's Mr. Peterson.
Mr. Peterson?
I love that one.
Well, I think you should be sorry, for Christ's sake.
My favorite right here.
A family member dies, and you insult me. What the hell is the matter with you anyway? Pardon my French, but you're an asshole.
What the hell's the matter with you anyway?
Hey, the lawyer did a great job for Scotty boy, huh?
Oh, all those
scumbag.
lawyers. And then they
Oops.
do that, put the arm around the guy
Yeah.
in the courtroom like that's going to help at all.
He's like, we're going to appeal. That guy is
Yeah.
gonna run. I forgot his name.
Mark Garagos.
Yeah, Garagos. He's gonna run for the hills.
Oh, yeah.
He's done with that.
Say
case.
goodbye to the wife killer. Now you can move on to the thin-nosed pedophile, you fucking vulture.
He's not even
fired.
He's not
Whatever
on,
he is.
He's not
just
on
a-
that case.
He's just a cock. He's just a. How do you fuck your wife? How do you look your wife in the face, knowing you really went to bat for a guy who choked his wife while she was pregnant, or some guy that fingers 8-year-olds when they come to his ranch?
Yeah.
Fucking vulture. Hate fucking lawyers, man.
Everyone deserves fair representation.
No, I know. I know
in
they
the
do.
court of law, Jim. And you know, if some lawyers want to exclusively do that for the cash and for the spotlight,
Right.
That's their business.
But I didn't do anything. My fingerprints just happened to be on the same pornographic magazine as this other boy. Fucking thin-nosed racial sellout. God, do I hope he goes to prison and kills himself.
You will see people that will back Michael Jackson to their grave.
Good.
And think that he is.
Well, there are people out there
innocent.
that'll back anyone.
Yeah.
OJ. Remember all the OJ people, backers? Were they really backing OJ, though, or were they just doing it going, look, I know he's guilty, but...
Just say it. Do you remember black people? Yes.
Black people.
They knew this. They were cheering.
cheered when OJ was found not guilty?
It was Cochran they were cheering. They weren't cheering OJ. They know he did it. It was more like, this is what black people say. This is how it feels. Now do you see the system is fucked up? Now do you see... That's what that vibe was about. They knew he did it.
And then Michael Jackson, I got my own mother. My own mother, I'm disgusted with her when we talk about Michael Jackson. I don't think he did it.
Really?
Like, what do you base that on? That you like his songs? You know, what do you base that on? The guy is, there's so much evidence, there's so much past that he's had, that you got to assume that he's done all this stuff. Why are you having kids over your house? Yeah, why are your fingerprints on porno magazines that your little kids' fingerprints are on? Why are you paying their parents millions of dollars with written contracts for them to shut up?
So what does your mama?
Mama?
So what does your mom think happened?
Mama?
Like, what's her take on this whole thing?
Her take is that he is just a poor guy who never had a childhood, that enjoys the company of children. Is that a little weird? Sure. But is it a crime? Is he molesting these children?
What about the alarms in his
think so.
bedroom that
Latoya said.
that tell him that people are coming toward his bedroom?
He's got a Cheez-It alarm, really?
That's what right?
Latoya said that he's got sensor alarms walking up to his bedroom so he'll know when people are coming.
Maybe the parents should have put alarms up the kids' butts. Michael Jackson finger detectors. Skinny little pale vitiligo finger goes in there. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Remove your finger from the child. Remove your finger from the child. This butt is protected from Michael Jackson.
His finger's not white anymore.
No.
No. I just want to get my skin color back.
I had some vitiligo on my index finger, and it was looking like it was too white for my hand. So I thought a young boy might be able to brown it up. Thought I could get some cinnamon color to it.
Cinnamon lips. God, do I hope he goes to prison. I really hope he kills himself. And your mom just defending him because, like, she's just a fellow singer, and like, you know,
oh yeah, that must have been it.
The singers all come to each other's aid.
Hi, Michael. I'm thinking, you know, I know you want to get off the children. Perhaps you could just go downstairs and get on the treadmill or something. You know, I know that Dr. Phil said if you give something up, you should replace it with something. So, you know, I don't know, give up your index finger and use your middle finger. If you gotta wean yourself off, perhaps once you get through all the piggies, you won't want to jam it up a small child's butt anymore. And, you know, it's Anthony's mom here, and I know, you know, I just love you. I love your music. It's really nice, and, you know, just try to stay away from the kids. I love you.
Not on your goddamn radio.
And Bob singing, everybody.
Never.
I promise.
She was the greatest piece of ass I've ever had, and I've had them all over the world.
Okay, terrific.
It's over, Johnny.
Oh,
just horrific. I don't know what to say.
That's my life at every party.
That never gets old.
Jesus. That's my life at every party. Oh, my father needed a motorboat and a cinder block. Oh, hey, Dad, what are you doing? Nothing, Aunt. Back to the dock. Oh, Dad, I thought we came out here to go fishing. No, Aunt, just give me a hand with this. It's a little garbage from the house. There you go. Wait, whoa, why are we going home so fast? Oh, my God. Now, I got to say something first.
This is really, really horrific.
We got a song in, I think yesterday, and me and Opie listened to it before the show started, and we were like, no, we're not playing this.
Now we have to play it because now we've brought it to the attention of everybody.
But it was a Laci Peterson song, but it was just like brutal and really nothing creative or...
Was it the chemistry one? Was it the rap one?
Yeah. Just really bad. There's no reason to use the C word.
Oh,
I mean,
okay.
Like,
unless it's SEA.
You're a quick motherfucker.
Damn, is that funny? R, the C. Yeah, there's no reason for that. I mean, it's tragic, it's dark, but you got to keep it lighthearted, don't you? Yeah. Believe it or not, there is a method to this, and there is a line.
Should we play the brutal one that we got in today?
Oh.
Who did this, by the way? We don't know?
They got today or yesterday?
It came in today. And then maybe we'll play the one we played from last week, the serious one.
Oh, right. Good. Yeah, we got to play the serious one again.
Yeah. So we'll... What?
Oh, the serious one is so bad.
Oh, it's just terrible.
I have more respect. These for you. Remember?
Oh, Mama?
Mama, these for you.
This is today's song?
Yeah.
Okay.
You said a handful of seaweed.
A little bouquet of seaweed. Mama?
Why are you talking like Count Chocula?
Maddie, let's shoot this fucker.
Nobody gives two fucks for Conner.
I like to wear plastic bags over my head.
Connor or Glenda? Oh, Plan 9 from Modesto.
All right, Scott, now get in the rowboat. Cut. Perfect. Print it.
A man his size would have trouble drowning his wife and getting away.
This is the murder they'll remember me for.
I like to wear plastic bags.
Fuck. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the new one.
Yeah, the new Laci Peterson song was done by Ass Suck.
Ass Suck? This is from the Ass Suck?
The one and only Ass Suck from whackbag.com.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it is.
This is brutal.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
I can't hear you!
Aye, aye, Captain!
Oh! Who lives in a body bag under the sea?
Laci Peterson!
Absorbent and bloated and pregnant was she.
Laci Peterson!
Where nauseating, nagging Scott won't miss.
Laci Peterson!
Her and Connor are food for the fish.
Laci Peterson!
Laci Peterson, Laci Peterson, Laci Peterson, Laci Peterson. I'm gonna kill this kid.
Yeah.
What a great motorboard. That's a great sound clip at the end.
That is a good
Should
motorboat.
steal that one.
It's a lot bigger than the motorboat I have.
Great splash.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You knew it was
Wow.
bad when it started off with seagulls and ocean noises.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
Little SpongeBob SquarePants theme song.
Oh, is that what that was? I didn't
Yeah,
recognize
yeah,
that.
that's from SpongeBob.
Oh, that's funny.
Thank you, Ass Suck.
Ass Suck. Okay, horrific. Some of the early reviews are in. Oh yeah, that was sympathetic.
No, we're playing the sympathetic one next.
That was a good parody, though. I mean, it wasn't dirty. It was funny.
It's quick. You can understand the words.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm actually working on a song parody called "We Sink Right Past the Yellow Submarine."
Oh, God. I'm so glad.
Face is blue and feet are green.
We passed the yellow submarine in Modesto, CA. On the faithful Christmas Day. Ugh. That's wonderful. Play the yeah. Feet of Green.
Well,
I wasn't going to follow. There's no way I was going to follow Feet of Green. I just couldn't think of it.
No, I'm so glad the verdict is in. Thank God. We will.
Yeah.
We're going to move on now, right?
Of course we're going to move on.
Absolutely.
There'll be another horrible case.
Michael, what's up?
Hey, guys, how y'all doing?
Good.
Hi.
I'm just glad that I'll have company in hell because I'm definitely going after laughing at that.
Yeah, that was
It was a rough one.
that was horrible.
Yeah, we'll read all the hate mail tomorrow on the Opie and Anthony Show.
I know you guys are great. Keep up the good work.
All right, let's go to Josh in Utah. What's up, Josh?
Oh my God, guys, that was the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. I almost fucking crashed. That was my $2 worth for the next 3 years. Punching out.
There he goes. All right. Well, now let's play this beautiful song.
This one is a tribute to Laci Peterson, done by what's his name? Got a name
Chemistry?
on that?
Face fuck.
This one was written seriously.
Oh,
The guy-
John Strand.
Oh, there you go.
And this guy's even worse.
He's awful. Yeah, because he already wrote a 9/11 song after that happened.
Of course.
And now he's just trying to capitalize on tragedy. And he wrote this song as a serious tribute to her. He's got a horrible voice. And this song stinks. It's full of just cliches and trying to tug at your heartstrings, but it's so corny.
Drippy, phony altruism, douchebag.
I'd say he's one notch above us as far as being a scumbag in this situation.
No, he's below us.
You put him below us?
By 8 notches, because our motives, look, we're dicks, and we're being dicks, and we're goofing on something, but there's no hidden agenda in here. We're not trying to make ourselves deep by latching onto a tragedy.
Okay.
He's really trying to elevate himself and attach himself and somehow be like the voice of reason, and he's a scumbag. Dishonest motives.
It's haunting, though. It's beautiful.
Elton John. Wood block.
Remembering Laci, how her smile would make you smile.
A good rhyming scheme, douche.
Remembering Laci, how she loved, there's no denial. Now the angels hold her gently, and little Connor's with her too. And she smiles and says, we're alright, and we send our love to you.
As the fishes start to chew.
So full of life and happiness was pretty Laci's life.
What?
With little
her life was full of life?
On the way,
what a dick.
Just made things seem so right.
Too bad she was a shitty wife.
Of them together from the start to heaven's door. And she smiles and says, we love you.
As Scotty fucked that whore.
Well, she says a lot with duct tape on her mouth, doesn't she?
Tears that fell made flowers bloom on earth in heaven too.
Here comes.
And little Connor runs and picks them. Mama, these for you. Now the angels are weeping.
What horse shit.
Special tributes from afar.
Yuck. The only thing he's handing her is placenta.
The heavens, look, the Laci Conner star.
Laci Conner star.
Remembering Laci, how her smile would make you smile.
On your smile.
Remembering Laci, how she loved, there's no denial. Now the angels hold her gently, and little Connor's with her too. And she smiles and says, we're alright, and we send our love to
you. It's the bitches that'll get you.
Yeah.
It's the bitches that'll get you.
It certainly is.
And what she really smiles and says is,
smile makes you smile.
Oh, that guy.
What an awful voice. Just remembering Laci. Yearn. The Laci star. Mama, these for you. He didn't say anything. It was a fetus. Stop presenting him like he was little Connor the child. I understand it's tragic. It's tragic. She was a pregnant woman. Let's not forget that. Ugh. Why are they treating it like he was... How is he convicted of murdering that also? Like, murder the wife, first degree, boom, death, kill him. Why do they have to add on that he killed a child? He didn't.
I actually agree with that just because he's such a scumbag. Because I think they said that Connor could have survived outside the womb. That was the argument.
Yeah, but a child isn't really a child till it comes out. That seems to be the law that, that we're going by, that we've decided to go by in this country. That until it comes out, it isn't really, Well,
women's groups actually, like feminist movement, actually agreed with you because they were afraid that anything that identified a fetus as having a right of some sort would chip into Roe v. Wade. But I don't think slippery slope can apply to anything.
What happens here? What happens if a woman's pregnant? Something happens where perhaps she's injured and the baby dies inside her. Is somebody now responsible if they were responsible for injuring the mother and baby there, but the mother doesn't die. Could you then be brought up on charges of murder for the child?
I don't know the technicality of that. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
'Cause that would
if
be-
you murdered her intentionally, I probably, yeah.
Apparently you can be.
Like if you punched her, I mean, if it was a car accident, you wouldn't be brought up on murder charges, but if you punched her, yeah.
And
I
the
think
baby
so.
died, but
If-
the mother didn't, you could then be charged with murdering something that isn't really...
It's a good question. I don't know. I don't know. But just because that technicality exists doesn't mean that such a predator who does that shouldn't be charged. You know what I mean? But that's something that has to be worked out.
It just seems odd that they gave the fetus a little name, which they do. I know people do that when they have kids, you know, and that people are really kind of thinking of this like it's Lil Conner running around Mama These for you, yapping and talking as the little fetus. I understand it's tragic and all, but let's all get a grip here.
And let's be honest, he may have hated flowers when he was born.
Who knows? Might have been allergic to them.
And he may have been a bad boy and knocked her flowers over. Scott may have saved that family a lot of grief
More
in the long
tragedy.
run. A lot of stained rugs.
Dave, what do you have for the show today?
Hey, what's up, Norton and everybody?
Hi, Dave.
Yeah, man. Like, that motherfucker knows or something, you know? Like, writing a song about somebody he knows. Like, is that something you hear up on the church stage special or something?
Yeah, the guy kind of wrote that like he knew her.
Yeah.
You know, how does he know her love was no, you know?
Her love was no denial?
No
yeah, apparently
denial.
someone denied it. Scott denied it. Apparently her smile wasn't that bright. No offense.
Somebody didn't like it, right?
Yeah, that smile irked somebody.
just a bit.
You want to write about somebody's love and smile, write about Amber's. Apparently that was quite addicting.
James from Illinois, what's up?
Hey, that guy is so unoriginal. That tune is the Bluebell Country Ice Cream
what?
melody.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
Yeah,
he ripped off the melody?
again.
Okay.
He ripped off the melody from a commercial jingle.
Wow,
That's how pathetic he is.
We're trying to get this jerk off on the phone, but of course he won't come on the show.
Remembering Laci.
We got his number and everything? He won't come on? Jason
come on.
from Georgia, what's up?
Hey, Jim, you're really unsympathetic about that faceless kid. I mean, now that
No, I'm not. No. What's that?
The faceless kid you were talking about earlier.
I'm not I actually felt really bad. I'm not unsympathetic at all. And I even said I felt bad saying it. I wasn't trying to be a dick when I was saying that.
The video's up on opieanthony.com. It's I gotta say, it's horrific.
I feel bad for the parents. Completely feel bad for them.
I mean, the kid looks like it has a lot of love, and it looks like it's living, quote, a normal life, besides the fact that she doesn't really... Well, she has a face. It's just really effed up.
You know those calamari things from Star Wars? Last Star Wars movie?
Yeah.
That's what the baby looks like. Exactly, with a little blonde wig on it.
And why did you say I was unsympathetic, sir?
Remembering fish face.
Why did he hang up?
He hung up.
I wanted to hear what he had to say. He probably heard what you said about the spade shovel and blamed me.
Well, it did look like a divot.
With a little blonde wig on.
Like you teed up on her nose and took a little whack.
Want to step aside?
Yeah, so I could read the Unborn Victims of Violence Act of 2003.
Oh, good.
And it was because of Laci Peterson.
I have to agree with it though. If you commit a murder like that, I don't know.
Hey, tag as much as you can on her.
Yeah, I agree.
But it sets a precedent for something that you might get somebody in trouble for something that was kind of like an oops.
Yeah.
You know, now if you have a traffic accident, let's say, and the baby, a pregnant woman's in there, and she has a miscarriage, all of a sudden, are you up for manslaughter charges? Because,
I don't know.
Man. I don't think. Let's just stop there. Sometimes I just don't think.
The second thing that came in is a Christmas song that is sung to Conner.
Yeah, what?
We did listen to this one before the show, and we're still baffled. We're not really sure if it's for Conner Peterson.
Yeah, because I was told, it's a Christmas song to Conner Peterson. But it doesn't make sense because the girl singing talks about it being to her father, but then she refers to this Conner as kind of like a child, like getting him presents that are kind of childlike things. So I don't know what the hell this girl's
Maybe this is
like what, a scuba diving set?
Maybe this is a pro Scott Peterson song.
I don't think so.
Maybe this lady thinks that Scott Peterson had nothing to do with this, and he's actually sad that his son is gone, and this is a song about Conner and his father. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeesh.
Let's hear it.
Look, give it a listen, and maybe
give it a jingle.
Can decide. Touching and haunting
at the same time.
By the way, when we do this stuff, we'll go with the minute rule. We have to decide if it's good enough.
Right.
A minute in, if it is, we'll let it keep playing. If not, we'll yank it out of the CD player. Because I don't want people thinking that we're going to play this whole damn thing.
No.
And lose a listener or two.
Good rule, Opie.
Thank you, Jim.
Remembering Laci, how her smile made you smile.
Can we hear that again?
All right, here we go.
Her life was full of life.
Christmas time in California.
Okay.
And everywhere are sounds of love and joy. You are my father, and I just want to say, with people like you in my life, the season feels so warm and bright. Merry Christmas, Conner.
Yeah,
It's not about the Peterson
No,
case.
it's not.
Yeah, because, all right, the father's name is Conner, right?
That's what I'm getting.
Oh, now I'm with you.
That's what I was getting from the beginning, but it doesn't make sense later on as the song goes on, because then she starts talking about, for Christmas I'll get you
diapers.
I don't know, little lambs and stuff.
Oh,
I don't know
really?
What she talks about.
Maybe your father's a penny waste.
Wait, let's listen a little bit more.
Lamb-loving motherfucker.
Merry Christmas, shit dick.
May your dreams come true, and may a Christmas star shine brightly where you are. I wish a Merry, Merry Christmas to you.
Here it goes.
It is the season to be giving.
Giving.
And so I thought, what to get for you?
What to get for you?
Maybe 2 ducks who can sing Silent Night.
2
or
tubs?
Krabby Crocodile or 3, but instead I got this melody.
Yeah, it's just a song to our father.
Fucking
Song to our
2
father.
doves for your father. If my daughter gave me 2 doves, I'd molest her all over again.
You don't even know where your daughter is.
I don't have any kids, for
Oh,
Pete's
you have
sake.
one out there somewhere.
I'd like 2 doves, please.
And it isn't a little odd that she's calling her father Conner? Perhaps it should be Merry Christmas Daddy or something?
Maybe she's like well, if Greg sang it, he would have said Happy Merry Christmas, Carol and Mike. At one point, it's the same thing.
Merry Christmas, Carol and Mike. Yeah.
Do we know where that came from, Sex Bagel?
Guy named Hummer Cash from
from Foundry?
From Foundry and from Whackbag sent it over, and he's like, "Oh, it's a Conner Peterson Christmas song," and I
What
listened
is
to
he,
it
a
too.
douchebag?
I listened to it too. I was like, "This doesn't make any sense," but
Yeah.
brought it in.
Just because it says Conner in it?
Yeah.
And from California?
It's a hell
At
of
the
a
very
coincidence,
end, at the very end of the song, she goes, "You're getting so big." I was like, "The kids."
Yeah,
It's her father's
Hawk is
junk.
right. Good point, Birdman.
Thank you. Caw.
Damn it.
Caw. Nice.
Wings doesn't think that that's what it is either.
All right, well, we did get 3 more Laci songs in.
Those are
Are they real songs or parodies?
I don't know. We haven't listened to them. We didn't have time
I haven't
today.
heard these.
We'll try the first one. We Remember Laci.
Ah. Ugh. Already. Kenny G.
She lived, she loved.
Good already.
She lifted us when we were down. She laughed and hugged and showed us how to love every child.
What?
She knew where she was headed. And she knew someday she'd be gone. Gone straight to heaven.
By way of the ocean.
Where princess angels live on.
Chorus.
She dreamed tall dreams.
Horrible.
And made most of them
Why are we getting none of these people on the phone? He stinks, and I don't like him.
Star high in the sky. Her light will forever shine through.
Oh. All right. Enough of that one.
Why do we have none of these guys on the phone?
Yeah, who is that guy?
Are we trying to get these people on the phone that are writing these stupid songs?
Can you go to drippingnonsense.com and download that?
Huh?
Steve said he's been contacting them, and little luck.
Well, then say it's the Greg and Tony show. Greg and Tony in New York or whatever. They want to have you on and talk about your song.
Are you trying to say we have a bad reputation
Your
as Opie
reputation
and Anthony?
stinks. You're lucky I come on.
Really
You guys
does.
are creeps. All you do is make Peterson jokes. If I wrote a tribute, I wouldn't want it. Who? The guys that had sex with? Yeah, I'm sure they
I
want
haven't made one Peterson joke.
You haven't, but you haven't turned mics off either, so you're equally responsible. You allowed the crimes to happen.
You just tore down the third wall.
Opie,
you just tore down the third wall.
This for you.
You just broke one of the rules of the show.
What was that?
You tore down the third wall and explained what goes on here.
What goes on here?
How did Laci teach us to love, by the way?
I don't know. She taught me to laugh.
All right, here's another Laci song. It's just called Laci Song.
Laci's song. Well, that's the easiest way.
Wait, didn't we just play
bells. More bells and sap.
Yes. Those aren't bells, those are the chains that were weighing her down.
Bells
equaling on the way down.
Sap.
It's your smiling face that I can't.
Did they say swollen face or
It's-
smiling
oh,
face?
I think it was smiling,
Let's-
Opie.
let's see what it
No,
rhymes
I'm
with.
kidding.
By the way,
I think that constitutes a Laci joke. Let's stop it and see if we can figure out what the rhyme's going to be after she says,
It's your smiling face.
That still sounds like swollen face.
It's your smiling face. Now covered with tape.
Oh. Well, you continue.
That I can't erase.
I can't replace?
All right.
There's a special
From my mind.
that we hold together.
It's not even rhyming.
It's the way you laugh. It's the way you cry.
What?
No one even knows how she laughed.
Yeah.
Warm embrace.
Hold me forever.
Who's she hugging, an anchor?
Where's the chorus?
You are the light in all my darkness.
What? Who? Is this about Laci?
My heart is lost
Whining bitch.
without your love.
This is so bad.
Your smile can reach around the world and call my name.
This couldn't be about
Because
Laci.
of you.
Oh, yeah, she did say smiling face. Did she say Laci, though?
I didn't hear one Laci in that.
Nah, these people just sending in love songs saying that they're tributes.
Jack off. Who sent that piece of crap in?
I want to get that guy on the phone who sang that one song.
Remembering Laci.
We got to hear it again.
John Stark.
We got another one?
Mama, this for you. You.
The Woodblock. Very popular. The Laci song.
This might be the Remembering Laci, right?
This it?
The original?
Yeah, this is the
Oh, yeah,
original.
here's the one
But we
love.
got to play it. All kidding aside, folks.
All kidding aside.
Remembering Laci, how her smile would make you smile. Remembering Laci, how she loved, there's no denial. Now the angels hold her gently, and little Connor's with her too. And she smiles and says, we're alright, and we send our love to you. So full of life and happiness was pretty Laci's life.
Yeah!
With little Conner on the way, just made things seem so right. Still the two of them together, from the start to heaven's door. And she smiles and says, we love you, to the one she's loved before. The tears that fell made flowers bloom on earth in heaven too. And little Conner runs and picks them. Mama, these for you. Now the angels are preparing special tributes from afar. As you gaze into the heavens, look, the Laci Conner star.
The Laci Conner reef.
All right.
This song is awful.
Oh, Laci Conner reef. Oh, that's funny. Oh, what a drippy douchebag. Oh, God, are these people awful.
Thanks. We're getting instant feedback. Thanks. I got that fucking song stuck in my head for another day.
Mama, these for you. For you. I'm sure that's what Scott said. This is for you. Oh,
was that the only other songs?
Yeah, we're
no
done
more
with
serious
this.
ones. Yeah,
we're done with this.
Laci Conner reef.
So horrible.
Oh,
all right.
I really hope that guy finds out that your vain attempt at a heart tugger has given us hours and gales of laughter. Thank you, stupid.
Next tragedy. Maybe that one will take off.
Yeah, maybe that one you can latch onto and seem like you're a concerned, deep artist, you fuck.
Oh, Sex Hoagie from whackbag.com. One of those songs we just played?
Yeah.
It's a pre-recorded song from a website that you plug names in and it sends you this personalized song.
Oh!
So they were trying to be a little clever and do the whole Conner thing.
Well, that's interesting. Okay.
And it
Merry
didn't
Christmas, Conner.
Yeah, it didn't really work because it sounded like they were, I don't know.
And the song stunk.
I know.
Who would send that? You're supposed to send that to a loved one. Like, hey, Dad, I didn't feel like getting you a gift, so I typed in your name, and this fucking twat belts out a melodramatic, awful Christmas
drivel
song.
comes out. This email from Cervic Construction says, "Hey, Laci, you scratched my anchor."
Cervic Construction. Called from Texas. What's up?
Yeah.
I'm a free play convert, and this has got to be the most vile 7 cents I've ever spent in my
Yeah, it really is awful.
Yeah.
We agree.
It's only 7 cents a day, sir.
Hey, man, I'm spreading the virus via the U.S. Postal Service. I'm a rural carrier.
Oh, great, man.
Nice, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right.
Did he say rural carrier?
Mail carrier, probably.
Oh.
Remembering Laci.
Smile and make you like he big build up at the end. The Laci Peterson star.
Yeah.
Oh,
And we'd all enjoy watching his trial.
the verdict was death as they strap him to the gurney.
And there's some angels waiting for you on your journey. There's no angels, unless it's like walking in prophecy.
Now that would be a fun angel to hang with.
No one is watching her and welcoming her like it's a big welcoming party in heaven.
No.
They see that shit all the time. Get in line, bitch. Welcome to heaven. Stand in line.
Aren't enough sweet angels to take care of every person?
Yeah. Let's have a party in their honor and coddle them. Hold them. She's in an angel's arms.
Well, like a hot nightclub. You got to be dressed right. Gotta be the right people.
Exactly. No one's gonna want her in the club. That big fucking pregnant housecoat dripping wet, killing everybody's vibe.
Jesus.
We know who you are. We saw the news, big shot.
She couldn't even go out anyways. You can't find a babysitter. Lil Conner.
Yeah, he's too young to get in.
Yeah. But her smile can make us smile.
Yeah. Remembering the way she loved. How'd she love?
The lofts.
Yeah. Her
you got
laugh
there?
would drive you to murder.
All right, we'll play this again.
Remembering Benny, his gossip makes you smile.
He's herking and jerking.
And look, and little Conner picks up his phone and says, "Mama, this for you."
And Ben just shakes his head.
the Ben Sparks messy hair. Remembering Ben's toilet. All the brown under the seat.
It looked like Bosnia as he shit and threw up on his feet.
Yeah, I know this is a listener request. A lot of requests for this SpongeBob thing.
Ben is puking. His bile made us smile.
He combs his hair with a spiked bat. And his logs look like chocodiles.
Well, they all right. Well, yeah, they want to hear
And
this.
Connor runs up with Pepto-Bismol. Benny, this for you.
I do believe we came out of our slump today. We were slumping a little bit there, guys. Hey, we got the
take it on a weekly average.
Yeah, I understand. That's the beauty of this show. It gets really good and then unfortunately gets really bad.
Fuck them.
Yeah, fuck y'all.
Fuck them, now and forever.
Laci Peterson, the SpongeBob song.
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, this one's so wrong.
We just got to tell everybody, we understand how wrong this song is.
What's wrong with it?
It's just horrific. We understand that.
This one could be a contestant in the most offensive song contest that we used to run.
Right.
Because it is very offensive.
Very offensive.
Yeah.
We understand that, okay? But with that said, let's all take a listen to this.
Are ya ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
I can't hear you.
Aye, aye, Captain!
Oh, who lives in a body bag under the sea?
Laci Peterson!
Absorbent and bloated and pregnant was she.
Laci Peterson!
Where nauseating, nagging Scott won't miss.
Laci Peterson!
Her and Connor are food for the fish.
Laci Peterson!
Laci Peterson, Laci Peterson, Laci Peterson, Laci Peterson.
Okay, terrific.
He didn't go with the subtle approach.
No.
No. It's a bit harsh.
Remembering Ben Sparks. We called him Gravy Leg.
Oh, Gravy Leg.
All the pain he felt in his asshole like he was passing an egg.
And Connor ran up with a comb and said, Ben, this for you.
I found the book as useful as some other bestsellers, such as The Old Gravy Leg and Connor, the Man Who Will Never Be. Hey, people are horrible. That's very funny. And that's from A Guppy's Breakfast.
Are ya ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
I can't hear you.
Aye, aye, Captain!
Oh, who lives in a body bag under the sea?
Laci Peterson!
Absorbent and bloated and pregnant was she.
Laci Peterson!
Where nauseating, nagging Scott won't miss.
Laci Peterson!
Her and Connor are food for the fish.
Laci Peterson!
Laci Peterson, Laci Peterson, Laci Peterson, Laci Peterson.
Okay, terrific.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Nice, okay, terrific.
All right.
Oofa.
Hey,
very funny reviews there on Amazon.com. What was the name of our book? Anyone remember?
The Best You'll Ever Have.
The Best You'll Ever Have, if you want to read or maybe even contribute some comments on
If you've read it, you should give an honest and sincere review.
All right.
None of this
should.
silliness.
Rachel in Virginia. What's up, Rachel? Rachel. Oh, hold on, Rachel. Now I have to do this. All right, go ahead, Rachel.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Pretty good.
Good morning, Rachel. Thanks for calling the program.
Good morning, Jimmy. It's my first call to the show, and I'm actually a new listener. My husband got me hooked.
Oh.
Well, welcome.
I do really enjoy it. But one thing I just wanted to ask about was I'm a little bothered by the constant Laci and Conner references, and I just wanted to ask you guys if...
Don't say you guys. I'm with you, Rachel. I'm completely with you.
No,
I don't get the obsession with this stupid case that these guys have.
I'm just trying to understand, are you guys... Is it because you're kind of using laughter to deal with it, or is it because you really just don't give a shit?
No, they don't give a shit.
No, that is not
don't give a
true.
shit. Not
See,
true.
on the outside, it might look like that.
They're obsessed to the point where I believe they don't give a shit.
But I think what we do here on this program is more of a reaction to the media frenzy that surrounds these cases. And it's almost as if they're asking
spin
for
doctor.
it.
Are you insane?
Almost as if they're asking for it.
Yeah, no,
You know?
I get that.
I'm Bill O'Reilly. Hope to see you again next time. Remember, the spin stops here because we are looking out for you.
Anthony could spin his way out of anything. Are you insane?
Right.
You don't give
Look,
a flying shit about
if the media
her. You don't care about Conner.
If the media and the people in this country weren't so fixated on this and so starved for any bit of information and all the gruesomeness and wanting to know if Scott is going to jail or getting the death penalty, then they want to know the condition of Lil Conner, and they want, like, the people were in a frenzy over this case.
Yes.
And our reaction to that is to joke about it, which then, pisses off the multitude of people that are worse than we are, because they're voyeuristic and they want to know more about this. What's that?
Sorry, you guys do have some sick listeners.
Well, look, if the media can use it to sell papers and to be a lead story, which generates advertising dollars, why can't we use it for humor? I mean, I know it sounds like a creepy thing, but it's like, whenever you use something in humor, people have a weird standard with it. But yet, if it's used to sell newspapers, it's just considered honest journalism.
But
and
you guys
giving
are
people what they want.
obsessed with it. You're absolutely obsessed.
I wouldn't say obsessed.
Yeah, it really is a terrible thing. We obviously know the whole thing is terrible. The fact that he's no longer able to be with Amber Fry, I mean, so
It's awful.
I guess I understand,
right?
Well, you guys do.
Yeah.
Sorry, you guys do make me laugh a lot. A lot of times when I'm feeling crappy, I turn you guys on anytime throughout the day, and I get a good laugh, and you guys cheer me up. So
Thank you,
Rachel.
Well, they knew that something was wrong when he said, "You take care of Conner." He goes, "Yeah, you won't see him no more."
We actually have two sons. My husband wanted to name we named one of them Conner actually after this all happened. So,
Ew.
but maybe that's bad. I don't know, but whatever.
Did you get him those little swimmy things for his arms?
Yeah. All right, I gotta run. Thanks, guys.
Kevin Meaney has that bit that he goes, I just had a child, and the audience claps, and he goes, we named her Jean Benet, and he's serious. He's totally serious, and the crowd just goes, ooh. He goes, what? It's a family name. Isn't that nice? That's a name that'll never be used. Conner is pretty common.
Yeah.
But you'll never see another little Jean Benet walking around.
Absolutely not.
Cowboy hat and boots.
Write that name for everybody, right?
A cha-cha-cha. Little Jimmy Durante.
Get up on that stage, Jean Benet. Well, we won't go there. She was happy with the program for the most part.